Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. Been trying to get this off the ground here for a second now. I don't know if my little camera's going to play ball or not today. Looks like we might have to switch over to the other one once again. I keep trying to get this thing right, but you know what? It just don't want to play. So there. I think we're back on the other one now. Yeah, there we are. All right. Let's forget about that thing. It can go the fuck away. Well, let's put the old, we'll put the Peaky Blinders on that one. So here we are. What a day, huh? What a day. What a day, what a day. You know, we've got all these subpoenas being served, all these people. This is fucking crazy. So what I start thinking about when I look at all this shit is I start thinking about symmetry, right? Anybody ever think about symmetry? Do you look at things symmetrically? Like, I know I always do. I'm always looking at, I look at things like geometrically, as far as, walking down the sidewalk, driving down the road, looking at, the fields out there or whatever the fuck, I was looking at the rows and so I was like, how does everything line up symmetrically, right? Like, we are symmetrical. We've got a left brain, we've got a right brain, right? Left, right defines your creativity or your lack thereof. You're right-handed, you're left-handed, but you still need that other hand. We are bipedal, right? We have to, most of us, we're born with, for the most part, okay? I'm not saying, obviously, somebody's probably going to get upset in their feelings. I know people are born without appendages. Majority of people are born with 2 legs, 2 arms. Left brain, right nostril, left nostril, right ear, right eye, left eye. The list goes on. Your teeth are symmetrical right down the middle, right? On each side, you got the same thing going on. Well, we don't seem to have symmetry in society. Now, if we take symmetry and we throw it in the same context as, like, equality, right? Symmetry would be basically equal. You can take somebody who is right-handed and make them left-handed. Like, they did that back in the day. Like, if a kid was left-handed, they would force him to write right-handed. They did that to my grandfather. He was left-handed, but he was forced to write right-handed. When I was a kid, my dad told us he wanted us to play wiffle ball left-handed. Not throwing left-handed, but hitting left-handed. So we started doing that. And we would play hours and hours and hours and hit left-handed. And I got to the point where I had a better swing left-handed. And it was funny because I got to college, and my coach, it's an advantage if you can hit from both sides of the plate in baseball, right? Because for those of you that are not familiar with the game, if you're a right-handed batter facing a right-handed pitcher and he throws a breaking ball, it's going to break away from you, which is more difficult to hit because it's going away from you, and you can, you get caught kind of, what they say, standing on your laurels, right? And it's coming at you, and then it breaks. The guy that's got a really good slider, like, look at, like, fucking Randy Johnson, 6'10". Dude's fucking popping close to 100 miles an hour. He's standing on the first base side of the plate, and he's coming at you as a lefty. You're a left-handed batter, you're in there. His slider's coming at your fucking head at 88 miles an hour, probably closer to 91, and it cuts and hits the outside black of the plate. And you're standing there looking stupid. You had a much better chance. Nobody really hit that well off that dude, but you had a much better chance from the right side. So it's symmetry, right? That's what I'm talking about. So if you can use both sides of things equally well, then you're better equipped to deal with many things, in the world. The reason I bring this up is because we got to look at the way things are going in this society, politically, socially, economically. Everything is tilted to one side or the other, right? Like, there's no symmetry in things. It's either this or it's that. It's just this world of these absolutes. And then if you don't happen to coincide with the correct absolute, then all of a sudden you are labeled as whatever they want, whatever they want to throw out there. You're racist. You're Islamophobic. You're Islamophobic. You're transphobic. You're a domestic fucking terrorist, which is now what's going on, right? Like, now the biggest threat to this country is the domestic terrorist. Excuse me. excuse me, and they're comparing this January 6th shit with 9/11. I don't know how many of you were alive on 9/11 or remember where you were at or remember what you saw that went down. That was pretty horrible. It was very fucking horrible. You know? And you can ask if you could find the person that I was with. I was in a hotel room in Eugene, Oregon, working a job out there. And I woke up to the news. And the guy, we had to share rooms. So old Stipple Steve that was laid in bed over there on the other side of the room wakes up, and I'm sitting at the end of the bed watching this shit going, this has got to, I'm like, what the fuck? And he gets up, and he always called me Jim for some reason. I don't know why. But he's like, what? I said, dude, tell me this is some fucking bullshit here. What the fuck, man? And he's like, whoa, what the, I'm like, and the first thing I said to him after that, I was like, dude, I said, what the fuck did our government just do to us? And I'm still asking that question. I'm not sitting here saying any kind of, conspiracy, this or that, but our policies, you don't just have people that just want to go and recruit people to fucking pull out an elaborate thing like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's bad people out there. But it takes something to make an individual be willing to jump on a plane with a box and hijack the motherfucker. And it's not just the promise of 72 virgins, because you know what? I don't give a shit what the religious shit, okay, some people buy, they buy in, right? And they do what they got to do to be a part of it, I watched a guy the other day that had effectively left the LDS church. And kudos to him for doing what he thought was right. I don't have anything against any religion. I sit here thinking, it's like, I don't know. I've been afforded kindness by people, from the Nation of Islam, big time. I have a lot of friends that are, that are Islamic. I know a ton of LDS people, and they're great people, But for somebody to, you got to think about it, right? Think about the guy that goes to work in a let's look at Mosul, for instance. Beautiful city once, ruined now, destroyed by the work of George Bush Jr., who all of a sudden is now some kind of a hero of the left. Like, they think that his presidency was... It's like they idolize the guy now. It's like, wait a minute, you had him and Rummy and fucking Cheney? We're talking war criminals here. They fabricated a whole fucking thing about weapons of mass destruction. They toppled the country. They, in effect, started ISIS. And then we left. We just bailed out the door. We go in there, and who's the terrorist? Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11. You know who did? Where was bin Laden from? Not Afghanistan. He was Saudi Arabian. How many of the hijackers were Saudi Arabian? Who did our wonderful, fearless, gummy, mushmouth leader fly over to beg for more oil just recently? Saudi Arabia. Who beheaded one of our journalists, who has treated women absolutely horrible forever. They've been carrying out fucking genocide in Yemen. We've been, in effect, right there with them, aiding in that. So we've been part of genocide by proxy. We're involved in the proxy war over there in Ukraine. We're the ones that egged them on. We're the ones that, us and NATO gave them this false hope that they were going to become part of NATO. I've got the recordings of, of us, NATO saying, look, you're going to act like this is a possibility, but you're not getting in. We made a promise, NATO made a promise, when Gorbachev and Ronnie Reagan tear down that wall, Mr. Gorbachev, when he decided to unite East and West Berlin, the deal was that, and this is the way it's written, was that NATO was not to encroach one more inch on Russia. That's a treaty. That's a promise that was not kept. Okay? Not kept. So we're going to do a little history lesson here. And if somebody wants to get on me and fucking ban me or give me a fucking strike or whatever, that's fine. But this is fucking documented fucking history here. I'm not making shit up. I'm not sitting here fucking telling like some kind of fucking, hypothetical fucking bullshit conspiracy theory. This is the fact. Okay? When the wall went down, that was the deal. NATO was not to advance another inch on Russia. That was the deal. How long did that last? Ask a Native American about treaties with the United States government. You'll hear a lot. I mean, our government has a history of doing nothing but fucking lie. And they continue to do so. And it's pathetic. And it's not symmetry. Because here we have a country of, where are we at? 340 million people? And what do we have? 538 between representatives and senators. And then we got El Presidente and the vice president. There's a walking wonder right there. Listening to her sit there and talk about how the border's secure. This year we've had 2 million people come across the border illegally. And that's a secure border. 2 million people, folks. 2 million. And then she has the audacity to say that it's because of the disruption that Trump caused. Okay, this shit had stopped. It had stopped. It was. I mean, the border was the most secure it had ever been. Now, whether you believe in borders or not, that's inconsequential. The system that we live in right now, you have borders. Every country has borders. Okay, that's just a reality of things. My opinion on it doesn't mean anything. Your opinion doesn't necessarily mean anything either. You or I can't go to, there's countries I'm not allowed to go to just because of my record. I can't go to Australia, which is originally a penal colony, which is kind of funny. So, being an ex-con, I can't go there, even though that's what it was set up for. So that's kind of, there's something for you. I mean, you can't just go over to, France, Germany, Italy. You can't just go and just be like, I'm here all willy-nilly, fucking loosey-goosey, fucking give me a job and fucking give me benefits and shit. But for some reason, that's okay here. Now, there's a lot of history to that. Granted, we did steal most of the southwest portion of this country from Mexico. There's that. But papers, documents were signed and things were agreed upon, and that's where we're at, legally speaking. But for her to get on there and say that the border's secure is absolutely ridiculous. And you look at what's going on in our cities right now. I watched a robbery of a dude. I watched a number of them this morning. A guy coming out from a gym, going to his vehicle, and these dudes pull up, they put a gun to his head. He's sitting there, he's kind of negotiating with them. I think they took his wallet is what it looked like. And then he throws an elbow into one dude and just takes off sprinting, leaves his vehicle, runs. Somebody calls the police. The police they see the vehicle, armed gunman. The police chief, supervisor, what have you, this is in Illinois, Illinois, the bastion of, wonderful things. Tells the officers, no, let them go. Allegedly, these dudes pulled off like another 16 robberies that day, and they were allowed to just go free. You see video of dudes pushing old ladies. There was one I saw, a dude pushes a lady down a fucking flight of stairs going down on the subway and hits her in the head with a hammer. A hammer. An elderly lady 13 fucking times and robs her. Nothing. I watched a fucking police chief get up there and talk about the things that they were not going to, it was going to be a no cash bail type deal. Like, you get arrested for this, you get out. Second degree murder was on the list. There was assault, breaking and entering. There's places now where if somebody's trespassing, if you find somebody in your home, they're not going to come remove these people. That's what your defund the police shit did. What they need is funding for more training. Bottom line. Look at what's happening with crime in this country. It's fucking crazy. Is that symmetrical? We are designed as human beings to be symmetrical. Straight up. But the way we're living is not. Not at all. It's not even close to it. There's no symmetry. There's no, you got the left and the right. And now, the left, if you don't think like them, you're automatically, now you're a Nazi and a terrorist. Who's the fucking terrorist? Who's pro-war now? The left the Democrats, that party, it used to be the party of, like, peace, the party of, like, working people, allegedly. They started off as the KKK, and, now, I guess it might be a different fucking version of it. You got 50 people that just got hit up. Tucker Carlson got fucking subpoenaed. About January 6th? And these idiots get up there and grandstand like January 6th was worse than 9/11. They're saying that it's the worst thing that happened since the Civil War. They're saying that fucking cops died. They didn't. They did not die there. Now, some of them committed suicide afterwards. Now, that makes you have to fucking wonder what the fuck is up. The one dude had a stroke after he was off shift. Maybe a little bit, maybe he had some problems with his fucking triglycerides. It fucking happens. The life expectancy of a federal prison guard after retirement is 2 years. When I was in, there was a really cool ass fucking CO that was my boss on the North Yard, and I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to put him out there. But I asked him why he was, and I'm not going to say his name. I said, why are you so cool, man? You're fucking different. And he goes, hey, look, man, he goes, he was a Hispanic dude. And he was like, he's like, look, straight up file. He goes, I'm not a smart man. I got no education. He's like, this is the best job I could get. He goes, I got 2 little girls at home. He goes, you guys let me go home at night. So I respect you. You guys respect me. We're cool, man. He goes, I'm in here with you guys all day on my shifts. And he's like, that's why. And I was like, respect to that, dude. But right on, That's symmetry right there, right? Like, it's mutual respect. Somewhere along the line, we've lost that mutual respect for each other. You've got these idiots that run around and they just demand respect, right? These people, and it's our fault. It's people my age, older, and younger. It's our fault. We've allowed this to happen. We haven't taught respect to our young people. And you can get a lot, you can get through life you can get away with a lot in life, right? If you follow these 3 things, and they're easy. It's honesty, respect, and it's discretion. If you can manage to negotiate the world with those things in mind, you can be just fine. Even if it's just the appearance of that. But right now what we have is we've got people that just think that they just demand respect, but they've done nothing to earn it. And they just think that it's owed to them because they're alive. It's like, listen, motherfucker, you ain't got nothing coming to you. You ain't got shit coming to you. Now, me personally, I treat people with respect until they show me that they don't deserve it. And I used to tell youngsters that inside, too. It'd be like, listen, dude, you need to just sit back and shut up and you give respect to people. Well, nobody earned it. It's like, fucking, you better shut up, man. It's like, don't start that shit, You give respect until somebody shows that they're not worthy of it. And you might get burned. But we got a whole nation of people that just think that they deserve this respect and they've done nothing. It's like, just because you got a pulse and you're breathing, guess what? That don't mean shit. So the rest of us. What have you done? You say you're going to do something, do it. These motherfuckers out here, you got these blue head fucking weirdos. Whatever, you want to be a blue head weirdo, that's fine. That's fine. But chances are, if you gave other people respect, then you might get some back. Just saying. Instead of going out and burning people's fucking buildings down and you know, yeah, some idiots went in the Capitol, but, you know, they were coerced. You saw the videos. Where's Ray Epps? He's hiding out in an RV somewhere in the Rocky Mountains. As far as I know, he might be right here in my neighborhood. They put the FBI on the stand. They can't answer the question. Oh, we've heard of him. We've heard of him? It's like the guy that's the head of the cyber division. You've heard of him? It's like you had him listed as like number 16 on your wanted list. And now they're serving people like fucking Tucker Carlson. They served like 50 people. Mike Lindell. Right? Agree or not, the dude has been through a lot. He started a successful business with the MyPillow and all that. You know, I mean, he went through a lot and came out on the other side. And he's going through Hardee's, the drive-thru, with his family. The FBI, armed, surrounds his vehicle in the drive-up. And they take his fucking phone from him. What the fuck is going on here? This is fascist Nazi bullshit. Now, you want to fucking sit there and believe that shit that fucking Joe Biden is saying with his red background and his Marines behind him, talking about, you know, anybody MAGA is a terrorist and the fucking greatest threat to this nation. No. The Department of Justice has been fucking weaponized. All right? Straight up. All these social media fucking shits, they've been fucking compromised. Twitter, fucking garbage. I'm going to pull my shit off of there. I'm not putting any more shit on. I'm pulling my fucking shit off of Twitter. I'm done with that fucking shit. That fucking shit is just a fucking, it's just a surveillance method. That's all it is. I mean, I listened to, they did there was testimony done yesterday. A dude gets up there and he's talking about there's 4,000 of these engineers that can get on there and they can impersonate you. So it doesn't matter who you are. Politician, actor, fucking Joe Schmo like me. They can get on there and they can fucking post shit saying they're you. And guess what? You're not even going to know anything about it. They got bots everywhere. I'm pulling my shit off as soon as I get done with this. I'm not, so don't fucking, I keep getting these fucking messages on there too. Like with these scantily clad pictures of, they're not even, I know they're not, it's not a female doing this. It's a bot. Like, and I think they probably looked at my thing and saw, oh, single father, do you like single mothers? And then I get a picture. Obviously, I haven't gone back and done like you can do a reverse image search on Google, and I don't even open the things because I see them come up and I don't even want to touch them. I don't even want to look at it because I'm worried I open it and I'm going to get I just got fucking hit with a virus like last week. I think that's why my other camera's all fucked up. I had to go and like fucking do everything on my computer system. And I'm fairly certain that it came through probably from these fucking idiots on Twitter. So I'm done with that. I never liked the idea of the thing in the first place. Tweet. Fucking dumb. Tell everybody what I took a shit just now. Fucking stupid. I just got on there because, obviously I'm trying to, the more likes and shit like that I can get, the better with doing this whole gig. But I'm fed up with it, And then we got these idiots. They're grandstanding on this fucking, the Bureau of Labor Statistics came out with their, month of August. And we're at 8.3% inflation. And, these idiots, this Biden, this guy. I mean, if you're so stupid out there that who the fuck is going to vote for this guy again? I want to know. Who's going to do that? And then all you goofballs out there that are, indict Trump. What the fuck are you talking about? You think that Trump was really fucking trying to sell nuclear fucking secrets? I have a feeling that all those fucking papers had to do with the fucking Russiagate shit. Probably had Adam Schiff's name all over it. Probably that doofus fucking, that goonie Bob Mueller. I played some shit from him for you guys the other day. I mean, that dude's been nothing but a liar. Straight up. I mean, these people, they're just idiot. I mean, Trump shows up and they're saying, oh, he's having some kind of secret meeting out on the golf course. You look at the carts, the guy that was in the cart behind him is the guy that's the fucking head groundskeeper. It's his golf course. I mean, and he looks terrible. He's turning himself into Walter Reed. He's trying to get out of he's turning himself in. I watched this MSDNC shit this morning. They're laughing. They're like fucking rubbing their hands together like Pelosi when she did the knuckle thing. These people are out of their minds. Out of their minds. I mean, you look at numbers from everything when Trump was in office. I mean, you can say whatever you want to about the dude and whatever you think. Look at the way he was held in regard in hip-hop culture. How many go out, Google it. Find out how many rap songs out there talked about Donald Trump like that's like the baller I want to be like. And then he's racist all of a sudden. Black unemployment all-time low while he was in office. I'm saying these are numbers. These are numbers, okay? Numbers don't fucking lie. Math doesn't lie. People lie. The media lies. Politicians fucking lie. I'm talking about symmetry here, folks. That's what it all comes down to is balance. And we are severely out of balance. I mean, to the point of I don't know if it ever comes back. We've stuck our noses in so many other people's business, and now they're coming after you. They're coming after me. I mean, political ideologies are not supposed to be, used as something to, throw you in fucking jail. Tucker Carlson is the one fucking journalist on the mainstream media that I can even handle watching. Because you know why? Because he has the balls to stand up against the Republican side, too, when they are fucked up. He don't care. He tells it how it is. And you can say whatever you want about that dude, but he has integrity. He's a journalist, and he goes about what he does, and he makes sure that he's verifying what he's saying. He doesn't just come out all fucking loosey-goosey like these fucking idiots on CNN. Your fucking potato head Stelter, that's a great one. He's going to be down at fucking Harvard. One of the premier fucking Ivy League schools of this fucking whole goddamn country. And they're bringing in Brian Stelter? Mr. Potato Head? Don't send your kids to fucking Harvard, people. Don't send them to the university at all. University is dead. College is done. There's no point in it. I mean, with the world of information that we have at our fingertips, why go? Why would you go to college? If you have any inclination or desire to gain knowledge, you can find whatever you need to right here on these fucking machines. I mean, on these. Everything in recorded human history is on this fucking thing. And this is an iPhone 7. This is an old one. But I got 256 gigs of memory on the thing, and I don't want a new one yet. Sue me. I mean, fuck. I can look up anything on. I use that as a tool. I mean, I don't sit here and fucking watch, TikTok videos. And if you're on TikTok, I'd advise you to get off that shit too. Or crap chat. Twitter, crap chat, twiddle, twatter, whatever the fucking TikTok, click clock. It's just information gathering is all it is. Even Bookface and Instagram, none of it's any good. And it makes me wonder when all this shit started, like, was there an idea of doing some good, of actually connecting people, or was this just a thing to spy on everybody? Makes me wonder. Life was a hell of a lot different before social media. Anybody remember that? Anybody remember the days before you had that fucking cell phone? Like, I've had one since 90. I think I got one in 95. But it was because I was working construction in the middle of fucking nowhere, and I wanted to have a way of communicating if something happened to me, right? I mean, it was one of those old Motorola's, big-ass, huge thing. That was back when you had to buy the extra battery. I mean, that shit was like... It was like a minute. I think I was paying over $1 a minute. And I didn't call anybody on it because nobody else had one. I was like one of the people saw my cell phone in the car and they're like, oh, dude, like 19-year-old kid in 95 rolling around with a phone. Like, what are you doing? Like, well, I work all the way out here in the middle of the fucking desert. There ain't no fucking phones. If something happens, I want to be able to, get a hold of somebody else working a dangerous fucking job. I mean, there were numerous times on that job that I'd nearly lost my life. If it weren't for like paying attention, and kids these days, they can't pay attention. They got their fucking earbuds in their fucking head. I hate that shit. It drives me nuts when I had employees, those fucking little kids show up and fucking wandering around with those earbuds on a job site. Fuck, you know? You got people driving around in big equipment. You don't know who they are. You know, they don't give a shit about you. I mean, your life can be done quickly. I mean, I know guys that have been in the porta potty taking a shit and a goddamn crane cable snaps. Boom. Shit drops right on the port. They're done, mushed. Dying in blue goo. They're picking your ass out of blue shit goo. Now, your headphones wouldn't have mattered one way or another on that, but, you know, it's just ridiculous. But life was different, you know? I mean, I remember, you know, traveling, you know, cross country with a prepaid payphone card and a Rand McNally Atlas. A kid these days, they wouldn't even know what to do with an Atlas. They wouldn't know how to get someplace, much less be able to get off at a certain exit and find a fucking actual address. I used to be able to do that driving down the road, man. I mean, I still carry that Atlas with me just in case. You never know. I mean, I need to teach my kid how to use one. I need to go back to square one. As parents, you need to do that. You need to go back to how it was with kids. At least so they have something to fall back on. Because the way this world is going right now, with these morons, it's symmetrical, people, and it's out of balance. And when you're out of balance, you can't walk. You can't talk. You can't do anything right. I mean, look at your teeth. Look at everything about the human body. Everything about anything in this world is symmetrical. You know? Tell me about shit that's asymmetrical and you're going to start talking about like fucking cancer cells and shit like that. Things that are fucked up. Things that are fucked up are asymmetrical. So you got to think about that. You know, when we get to the point where we're harassing people just to keep a fucking geriatric old mushhead as the fucking leader of us, how stupid is that? Do you really need Grandpa Simpson telling you how it is? Do you really need Trump telling you how it is? We don't need this. Do you really need Mitch McConnell or fucking Chuck Schumer or Pelosi or fucking Adam Kinzinger or Liz fucking Cheney? These people are fucking spuds. They're sold out. They're paid off. They're spuds. They're pieces of fucking human garbage. They've never worked a day in their fucking life. Liz Cheney ain't ever fucking done anything fucking honest for a day's work. Come on. Adam Kinzinger. Okay, maybe he was in the fucking, what was he in the fucking Coast Guard, the Navy, some shit? Fucking crying because of a sticky note? What did sticky note say? You're dead. I can't believe it. Somebody wrote that's on a sticky. You wrote it yourself, you dipshit. Allegedly. Fuck. Crying up there. Ex-military guy. Somebody wrote it. Crying. Come on, dude. Got me fucking crying, laughing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. That dude doesn't know fucking shit. These fucking doofuses. It's just every day, all day. It's all you see. It's just this fucking horse shit. These people. And we elect them. So who's the fucking dummy? Are they the dummies? I mean, they've kind of figured out, you know, I guess, a way to get over on us. And we're letting them get over on us. You know? I mean, if only Biff Tannen were here to fucking sit there and knock your collective fucking heads. Maybe I need to take over the role of Biff Tannen. Hello, McFly. Anybody in there? Wake up. You know, everybody, oh, you gotta vote. Fuck the vote. Forget about it. Fuck them. On both sides. Go meet your neighbor. Ask if they need a hand with something. Help somebody out. Do something good. How tough is that? Your vote is doing no good. Look what we've got from your fucking voting. We've got inflation through the roof, and dipshit is up there bragging about it. Okay, great. Gas prices went down, but who the fuck took them up? Who the fuck stopped our drilling? We were energy independent. Now he's taking credit for gas prices falling. So he kicked them all the way up. It's $7 up in fucking Vancouver, Washington right now. I haven't talked to K-Pook lately, but I know that it's up there in L.A. It's way up there. And that's just for who knows? LA, you can't find a fucking place to get diesel fuel out there, and you probably can't even get premium fuel with no ethanol in it. And they think that ethanol is this great, this eco-friendly fucking fuel. It's not. It's way worse than regular gas. It's worse on your vehicle. It's worse on the environment. Do your homework. Check it out. Your fucking electric cars, same thing. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Where do you think electricity comes from? 3% comes from fucking wind and solar. 3 fucking percent. You ever seen one of them fucking windmills on fire? Do you know how much it takes to build one of those big ass windmills? Go out to Washington State, out by the Columbia River, right on the other side of it, between the Columbia River and Ellensburg, Washington. And you look out there to the it'd be the north side of the interstate. Those things are everywhere. They're fucking huge. How much do you think went into making those? And how much do you think they've even produced, enough to make it worth it? I mean, I got no problem with green energy, with clean energy. I got no problem with it. I think there's a solution out there. I don't think that we figured it out. I think Tesla was probably the closest one, and they had him fucking done in because it was gonna, it wasn't gonna cost anything. And it's like, well, fuck, if we can't make a profit off it, you're gonna suicide yourself, buddy. I mean, anytime anybody comes up with something that's gonna be good for everybody, what happens to them? They're painted to be some kind of a pariah. They're slandered. They're, thrown under the bus and backed over 6 or 7 times, back up, go for it. I mean, it's all about that money, right? And that's what it comes down to on everything. It's about that money. These motherfuckers, they make it up out of nowhere. And don't say they're printing money. Next person says they're printing money and is within earshot of me, I'm going to fucking, I'm going to fucking verbally fucking pistol whip you. I said verbally. Next person that says democracy within earshot, same thing. I am so sick of hearing those two fucking terms. I'm sick and tired of hearing democracy, and I'm sick and tired of hearing printing money. They're not printing fucking money. It's not being printed. It's digital. They don't want cash. They want to be able to regulate it and watch everything that you and I are fucking doing. There's no printing of money, okay? It's not being printed. They can say that all they want, but it's not. It drives me nuts that people that are in the political fucking, realm of fucking things, they keep saying that. They know damn good and well it ain't being printed. There's nothing being printed. There's the government bonds that are supposedly being traded to the Federal Reserve don't even exist. Just like going to the fucking bank. They take your money and turn it into, they just create it out of thin air. It's the biggest fucking magic trick that's not a magic trick, but everybody believes it on the planet. Everybody puts their fucking faith and their fucking confidence in it, and it doesn't exist. You're buying the shit from the Wizard of Oz. You're buying the shit that the man behind the curtain is fucking throwing out there for you. Straight up. And we want to argue about pronouns and bathrooms and fucking horse shit. Fucking. It is pathetic. The state of this fucking world is fucking pathetic. And y'all don't even have a clue. Y'all just are dumb. Just dumb. Dumb breeds dumb. And that's what's dangerous. Stupid is fucking dangerous. And there is a lot of fucking stupid people out there. I mean, even if I had the right to vote, which is crazy, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to be arrogant or be braggadocious or anything like that, but if somebody should be allowed to vote, I've done enough research and homework and studying. I mean, I've got the Constitution sitting here. I spend my days reading and researching. And you might think I'm just a stupid fucking tattooed fucking loser ex-con. Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe I'm stupid enough that maybe I'm smart enough to admit that I'm fucking stupid. I don't have any qualms with that. I'm not scared of being embarrassed. I know that I do stupid shit. And I know that a lot of times maybe my ideas aren't fucking spot on. But at least I have the ability to look at myself and say, oh boy, you fucked up that one. You know, you don't get like Joe Biden just makes blunder after. I mean, if his wife doesn't come out and fucking hold his pee pants hand to get off the stage, you don't know where he's fucking at. He did it the other night in Boston. Turns around and does the same shit, fucking staggering around. I mean, and this is your guy. This is the guy that got more votes than anybody. Yeah. Oh, I'm stupid. And then you're going to sit there and say that anybody that questions the result, well, they're a terrorist because, you know, I mean, they found dumpsters, buses, and video of, I mean, yeah, but you can't question that. You can't question that. You know? I mean, we're screwed right now. And it's not going to get better. Janet Yellen just came out and said gas prices are going back up. Look at what's going on with China and Russia and Saudi Arabia. Anybody look into that? Huh? Hello, McFly. Anybody in there? No, you don't look at it because you're fucking stupid. You're dumb. I'm not talking about you personally. Anybody listening to this show is probably not dumb. Anybody listening to this, I'm sorry, I'm not coming at you like that. But when I say that, I'm talking about the collective whole of this fucking country is fucking stupid. You go out there on your day-to-day walk and you tell me how many people that you can have a conversation like this with. Not very many. I run into people once in a while that I can even fucking talk to. And it's disheartening and it sucks. And that's probably part of the reason I'm a recluse because I don't have nobody to fucking even, I mean, you know, I result in fucking talking to people I don't know, you know, online because I can't have a conversation with anybody because nobody fucking understands what the fuck I'm talking about. You know? Trust me, I'd rather be doing other things, but I feel it's a duty of mine to fucking come out here and speak about this shit when I see it. Otherwise, what kind of fucking man am I? You know? I mean, there's a time where you got to stand up and you got to say enough of this shit. You know? I mean, it's not going to be long. I mean, they're already cutting out. I mean, how many shows I listen to where and I have to do it too because, I mean, I was one strike away from getting my channel completely fucking taken down over telling the truth. Things that turned out to be the truth. You know? No apology. No retraction from YouTube. No nothing. I mean, I feel like when somebody does something like that to you, you should, you know, I feel like I should have got a fucking check in the mail or something. Send me some goddamn flowers. Send me a day after pill or something. Fuck. You know, they bend you over and, I mean, they don't give a shit. Look what they've done to fucking Jordan Peterson, one of the most intelligent, fucking well-spoken individuals, well-thought. I mean, Twitter fucking removed him. Jordan Peterson? That dude's one of the smartest dudes out there. I listen to that dude on a daily basis, and I would encourage all of you to do so because that man is very intelligent. I mean, you can tell that man has spent a lot of time going through that inner battle. That process of figuring out who he is. You know, I've gone through that. I mean, until you figure out who you are, you know, where you go, what are you doing? You know, and that takes a lot of time and, you know, self-exploration, a lot of time away from people, a lot of time of reflection, you know, figuring it out, coming to terms with it. And some of it you can't come to terms with. You know? I don't know what the fuck we're doing here. It doesn't make much fucking sense to me. We should all be having a good time as far as I'm concerned. We got a fucking goddamn world full of resources. We got everything we could possibly want. And we want to fight with each other. It doesn't make much sense, does it? I mean, look at the time we're here. And what do you want? Oh, I'm going to build a legacy. I want to make all the money I can and build big fucking, you know, why? Big buildings, okay, great. Paying taxes so we can go bomb other people? What makes people in the Middle East or in you know, poor countries so much different than us? Nothing. Those people did not choose to be born there. Yet we have this conception over here that we've got this manifest destiny as Americans. You didn't do nothing. Your mom and dad got drunk and fucked in the backseat of a car at a drive-in movie. And, you know, your dad forgot to fucking pull out and you went boom, boom, 9 months later and popped out here. And you're going to wave a flag. I'm proud to be American. But yet somebody who was born in Iraq or Jordan or, you know, Afghanistan or Chad or the Congo or fucking Sierra Leone, they're inconsequential, right? It should be okay for little kids over there to not have clothes and be malnourished and have flies all over them and full of disease and deal with fucking genocidal fucking dictators that make them kill their parents. And then we fund shit like that. And we're wave the flag and fucking stand up for the national anthem. It's pretty fucking pathetic. We act like we're the great liberators. Only thing we've done to liberate people is liberate them from their fucking resources. Whether it be oil, whatever. Most of it's oil. Oil, fucking, precious metals, uranium, plutonium, whatever the fuck. Diamonds. You got people fucking poorer than shit fucking pulling out these fucking stones out of the earth. And they call them blood diamonds for a reason. And then you sit there and you save up your fucking money after you've been taxed over and over on it, and you save up enough to get this fucking ring that you got to have to give to this woman so you can get married, right? Another fucking instrument of the state, marriage. If you know you want to be with somebody, you just be with them. Why do you got to get that fucking marriage? Come on. Fucking so stupid. It's amazing how stupid we are. It's absolutely incredible. I'm talking about symmetry, folks. And symmetry is something that goes to a bunch of different levels. You have to have symmetry. You have to have balance. You have to have duality. And we don't have that. We are way beyond that right now. And I don't even know if it's fixable. I don't know if humanity's fixable. I don't know. When people are being put up on a pedestal for fucking dancing on fucking some stupid fucking app, and being retarded. I'm sorry, I said that word. Oh, fucking take me out. It is a word. It's in the lexicon. I mean, you can't tell me. I could pull up a bunch of videos right now, and if I were to say that person's fucking retarded, and I'm not talking about people with fucking Down syndrome. I'm talking about those people can't fucking help it. All right? I'm not talking about people with Down syndrome. I'm talking about your fucking, these idiot fucking young people, and it's our fault. We raised these fucking idiots. You can't sit there and talk shit about millennials or the next generation when, hey, that's on us. You know what I'm saying? We haven't said, no, you can't do that. You're not going to do that. You sit there and you watch these videos of these crimes going on, and what happened to men? Where are you, men? Where are you at? If you're out there, fucking give this fucking shit a like. Subscribe. Be a man. You know how many times I go someplace with my tools in my trailer and shit, and females say, God, it's good to know that there's a real man still out there. It happens all the time. Going someplace, something fucking rudimentary is fucking broken, like a fucking toilet. Light switch out. It's not working. Go in there and fucking take it apart, fucking fix it. Here you go. Oh, God. You look in there's fucking Chet fucking sitting out there drinking a Busch Light, fucking sitting there watching Judge Judy on the fucking couch. You're like, hey, motherfucker, you know how to run a screwdriver? You know how to do anything? Come over to my house. Come out in the grave. I spend my days fixing, building, working on shit all the time. And now I'm fucking dealing with computers and shit. That's something that's been totally outside my fucking wheelhouse. But guess what? I'm figuring it out. What happened? Ask yourselves that. What happened to men? You've been browbeaten, been told that you've got toxic masculinity. Well, fucking let's see how that works out. Let's see how that works out in a house fire. Or an emergency situation. You got, fucking people taking videos of women being fucking raped on the fucking subway. Videotaping it. Where was the men? You got these dudes fucking kicking old ladies down the stairs, throwing fucking throwing women on train tracks. I've seen I saw one up in San Francisco. This elderly fucking Asian lady's coming out the house, and this fucking black dude goes sprinting across the fucking street and fucking just cold cocks her, cheap shots her. was like, you can't fight an old lady without doing that? And where was anybody to do anything about it? Nobody did shit. This is pathetic, folks. It's fucking pathetic. And the thing that's really pathetic is if you do stand up and be a man about something like that, then you're the one that gets fucking arrested. Unless you live in a part of the country like where I live. Because I tell you what, that shit don't fly around here. You can call us fucking hillbillies and fucking rednecks or whatever you want, but guess what? Men out here respect women, and that shit doesn't go on. There are not fucking, you'll have your case of some fucking weirdo fucking pervert looking at kitty porn. It'll happen once in a while. But for the most part, people out here still understand what respect is, and they know how to treat one another. And a big part of that is just because it's the Wild West. Everybody's packing heat, and you know that, guess what? You fuck up, and you're going to catch a consequence for it. And it's, chances are it might not be from the legal system. I mean, things need to go back that way where society says, hey, this doesn't fly. You don't beat up old ladies. You don't fucking, rob people. You don't smash in people. You don't destroy people's fucking property. You don't attack people's person. You don't do it. You don't burn fucking buildings down. It's moral. It's something that was ingrained in my generation from the time I was a kid. That was something that you understood. And you also understood, and my dad told me this when I was, it's like if somebody fucking, touches you, fucks with your property, you have every right to fight back. It's not a license to just go out and fight. But it was an understanding that you stood up for yourself. And, you see these, I saw a fucking video from, I was in Beaumont, Texas. This fucking dude who'd already been in trouble for violence, already been thrown in juvie. They let him back out in the school, and they beat the fuck out of this kid in the bathroom on video. Anything happen? What about the dude that's dressed up like a girl, and they're letting him go in the fucking women's bathroom, and he rapes a girl? Her dad goes to the fucking school board meeting pissed off. They arrest him. They send this kid to another school, and he goes and does the same fucking thing. What happened to him? That should have been national fucking headlines. They should have made an example out of that kid and the parents. And we haven't. Instead, it's the father of the girl that got raped at school where she's supposed to be fucking safe and secure. And he goes to the school board pissed off, and they fucking arrest him and remove him and call him a domestic terrorist threat. Are you fucking shitting me? Where do we fucking lose our way? It's time to wake the fuck up. I'm so sick and tired of fucking seeing this shit every fucking day. These fucking liars and thieves are running everything, and we just sit here and just go, oh, okay, this is great. It's about fucking right and wrong, This is good and evil. And the longer we sit back and just watch this bullshit go on, the worse it's going to get, because our kids see that. Our children watch and see that. They see that when, I was watching The Family Guy the other night, right? And, okay, it's a stupid fucking cartoon, right? But pretty good social commentary. Peter, Quagmire, fucking Joe, Cleveland, they go into the fucking drunken clam. Oh, speaking of clams, I did do my clam tattoo, and the clam is still coming out. The clam dive is going to be a site. I'm just working on it. I haven't got it out there yet. I went and jumped off a cliff that I shouldn't have jumped off of when I said it was coming out the next day. There's a lot more work involved in that than I thought. But don't worry, I'm working on it. It's going to come out, and you're all going to be invited. And we're going to do this thing. So anyways, these young dudes come in and they take their booth. And basically, Peter and the boys, they get punked. They got to go sit in the corner. Well, word gets around town that they didn't fucking stand up. And Chris starts bucking against Peter. They're all like, you're a fucking little bunch of bitches. That's what's going on here, though. Our kids see that. Our youngsters see that. When you sit back and you just let this shit go on and don't do nothing about it because you're too scared, we've let this government run fucking amok. We've got a weaponized Department of Justice right now. We do. And y'all are just sitting there just like, let's see if fucking Trump gets indicted. Maybe that's what it takes is for him to get in, because he's about. I'm I've never been a big fucking supporter, you know? But at this point in time, I have to say that I am. I support that guy. Because he's the only one that's got balls out there. He's the only one that's standing up. And from what I see, he's not done anything fucking racist. He's not done anything fucking xenophobic. He's trying to take care of this fucking country and everybody in it. And that includes every fucking race, color, creed, everybody. That's what I've seen out of him. What I've seen out of the fucking piece of shit bag fucking dipshit that we got in there in office right now is nothing even like that. He's a fucking old ass racist. He's a fucking corrupt fucking liar and politician that hasn't done shit except send thousands and thousands of black men to fucking prison for non-violent drug crimes. Prove me fucking wrong. Prove me wrong. And then he wants to act like he's not. He tells Charlemagne the God, well, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Really? I'm surprised Charlemagne didn't fucking slap the shit out of him. The shit that he said and done, doesn't want his kids going to school in a racial jungle. Come on. And you know what? You've bought it. You've fucking drank the Kool-Aid. Well, time to fucking regurgitate that shit. It's time to get rid of the whole fucking thing as far as I'm concerned. This has not worked. This experiment has not worked. You know, and it's entropy. There's got to be something that you can't stop something that's been put in motion without an equal or greater force. Well, this is in motion, folks. I hope you like what you've got. I'm not too happy with it, but I don't care. I mean, might as well be 50. I'm pushing 47 right now, and I'm half done. So I just want to have. It'd be nice to go out of this world knowing that there was something left of it for the young people, and that they were able to have a clue about how to maintain it. Because obviously we don't have a clue about how to maintain it. Because look what the fuck we're doing. I mean, every day we're on the fucking cusp of nuclear annihilation, and why? What is it? It comes down to greed. Greed. Money and power. And for what? What motivates these people to want this shit? What motivates you to want... most people out there listening to this, you're a normal person, right? And when I say normal person, you're just trying to go to work, pay your bills, take care of your kids, put food on the table, live a comfortable life. Maybe go on a vacation once in a while, if you're lucky. If you can afford it, if you want to even go on a vacation. I tell you what, I don't even want to leave this fucking little neck of the woods in Cody, Wyoming right now. I used to travel all over the place. I got no desire to go to a city right now. Fuck that. And who wants to go deal with that shit? No, thank you. I don't know, folks. It's a wake-up call. What are you going to do? You're going to go out and fucking vote. You better go out and vote. That'll change things. Yeah, that's worked out good, hasn't it? Your votes are what got this. Your votes are what got what we got right now. Your votes are what have got all this shit over the years. So uninformed people just having the God-given right to vote doesn't seem like a very good idea. I mean, you can go on, I should go and take my camera out and just go walk around. And I could ask people about rudimentary, what's the 10th Amendment? What's the 4th Amendment? Guess what they're going to know the 1st and the 2nd. What's the 3rd? Anybody? Yeah. Mm-hmm. The 4th. How about the 5th? People might know the 5th. Maybe because of Dave Chappelle. I plead the 5th. I plead the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. What's the 6th? People don't know. They don't even know who the fuck wrote the Constitution. Fucking most people probably don't even know who the goddamn president is. And then you see Kamala going out there talking about how the border's secure. The border's secure. We know that. Oh, Okay, that's why 2 million people have crossed it, and people have been dying in that river, and that's why we have all this fentanyl killing people. Yeah, because it's a secure border. Good call, Kamala. That's what your vote does. So keep voting, because it's working out really well. Don't you think? Isn't it ironic? So you can go listen to some Alanis Morissette and cry yourself to sleep. Maybe when you wake up, you'll figure it the fuck out. Maybe you won't. With that, I'm out. Be good or be good at it. In all things, be kind. And do your best to do no harm. Like, don't vote, because your vote does harm. So just don't go. If you don't know what the fuck you're looking at or talking about, just don't do it. Just stay home. You'll have a better time. I'm out. Maybe.